Yo, what's up guys, it's Zealous. A lot has happened since the last time I made a video. We've seen the new booster box, we've seen pack cards, and we've even got a taste of what the cards are going to look like. So today, we're going to talk about it. Alright guys, it's been a minute since I made a video, so I guess we'll start out with where the new MetaZoo leaks started. This new booster box, what do you guys think about it? Some people like it, some people hate it. Personally, whenever I first saw it, it was a shock. I was like, okay. So they definitely switched up the Piazza bird, and if this is Bigfoot, he's looking way different. And then personally, I didn't know who the Monkey King was. I didn't really know who they was trying to hit with that one. But now that I know it, it looks pretty cool in my opinion. But at the same time, we didn't previously have a Monkey King to reference off of, so he couldn't look too different if we didn't have an original one, you know? Um, so for a new cryptid, W, in my opinion. And then we got the Mothman on the outside of the booster box. Um, Personally, I like the Mothman. The Mothman on the outside of the booster box, I think it's pretty true to the original Mothman. Definitely refined. I could see this as an animated character in a MetaZoo TV show or in a comic book or something. You can definitely, you could make this one work for a character a lot easier than, you know, the first edition Mothman, in my opinion. All right, so the Piazza bird, he's looking like old man Piazza, big old beard. But honestly, whenever you hear about dragons or think about dragons, don't some of them have beards? Kind of makes sense. The old Piazza didn't have a beard, I don't think. Um, this new one looks way different though. He looks like a fucking beast. The old one's badass. Don't get me wrong. I like them both, probably equal, but it's gonna take me a second to get used to seeing this and thinking Piazza, because whenever I think Piazza, I'm still thinking old CN1. All right, so this Bigfoot, he's looking like a Giga Chad. Whenever I first saw the one at the top, I was like, what the what the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, that looks way different than the Bigfoot that we're used to. And then I saw the one at the bottom of the box, and I was like, is that a hide behind? Still not entirely sure. I'm just assuming it's Bigfoot. But I know a lot of people have saw those two artworks, but I'm not sure how many people have saw this one that I'm about to show. So I was messing around on the MetaZoo Play Network website, and I kind of stumbled across this image. Like I said, I don't really know how many people have seen this, but Bigfoot and Van Meter. Van Meter looks fucking badass, and so far this is my favorite Bigfoot that I've seen from the new zoo. He looks absolutely pissed off and like he's whooping some ass. I don't really know exactly what's happening at the bottom of the art, but with what we see, it's pretty sick. Um, I love the detail in the rubble, the destroyed buildings. And the red in the skies looks pretty badass, man. Like I said, I just wanted to show this to you guys. I don't know how many people saw it. Okay, let's start out by talking about these booster packs. If I had to pick one to be my favorite, I would probably go with the Mothman. I really like the lasers coming from its eyes. He's looking a little different than he used to, definitely more skinny. I like his pointy fingers and the bold black outline. That's a W in my opinion. And yeah, I don't know. He looks. You could look at that and see, yeah, that's Mothman. But a runner up for me, if I had to pick a second pack I liked, it'd be the Piazza bird. And on the other hand, that's a cryptid. It took me a second to realize what it was. Whenever I first looked at that, I didn't see Piazza. It took me a second. I was like, is that a new cryptid or is it Piazza? Unlike with the Mothman, I looked at it and I was like, yeah, that's Mothman. Um, but I like the old Piazza bird. I like the new Piazza bird. I think that this new one is going to be pretty badass once we see some full arts and some flames and sparkles and all that good stuff. And there's a lot of potential with it. It's definitely going to take some getting used to for all of us people that's used to seeing the old Piazza, but man, I come from Fortnite, and if you can't adapt, then you're just gonna be doing shit all the time. So I've learned how to adapt with things. And then if I had to pick a third favorite, I'd say that the Monkey King is looking pretty badass. And I hate to put the Bigfoot last, but that artwork personally isn't doing it for me. I appreciate the fact that it's kind of like more realistic, kind of, rather than the cartoony Mothman look. So I respect the artwork for what it is, but that one just isn't really sitting with me as much as the one I'd shown previously that I wasn't sure if other people had seen. So this MetaZoo sneak peek trailer, there was a lot of information in there that I think a lot of us was wondering. Card rarities, what the backs are gonna look like, is there full arts? How it even kind of says how many cards is in the set, but it doesn't really say the alt arts or whatever. But man, it was a shock. It was definitely a shock whenever I saw how different the front of the cards is gonna look. Whenever I saw the back of the cards, I thought that it was great. I absolutely loved the back of the card. The front of the card, it definitely took a different. It took a big step away from what the original MetaZoo looked like. All around, I think we all can agree on that. For better or worse, I think I'll be able to put my opinion on that once I actually see it in person. But I really don't know how it's going to turn out. It definitely, people have been saying it looks like Lorcana. I'm not too familiar with it. I guess I've seen a couple cards. It kind of looks like it. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with it. But I think that the red borders really made MetaZoo stick out. Love it or hate it. But I just want to say the animations in this video, short, teaser, whatever, they are some absolutely clean animations. And they show us a lot of things, the alt arts, card rarities, common, uncommon, all that stuff, jam-packed with information. They even tease playmats, and I'm still kind of shocked. I don't really know exactly how to feel about the new zoo and whether I like it or not. All I know is it's a shock. I think we're all kind of right there. But I'd say after 2-3 sets, I'll be able to find some cards I like, find some cards I don't like, and hopefully the game evolves over time. Like anything, everything's gonna change. I just really hope that the team hears what the overall community is saying, what people think is working and what's not working, and I don't know. It's gonna be super interesting to see what the hell is gonna happen with MetaZoo over this next year, man. I still definitely have a trip planned to Florida. I've got the ticket booked. I'm going to Florida. I'll be at Fort Lauderdale for their release. And I want to be one of the first people to actually play MetaZoo, this new zoo. Hopefully it's a lot easier to learn because I've tried reading some of these cards, and if I'm being honest, they still confuse me. But once we see it all in action, I'd say it'll probably start making sense. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. New MetaZoo looks like it definitely has some potential, but it looks weird to me. It definitely looks weird to me, man. It's gonna take some getting used to. Some artworks that I've seen so far have not really been the greatest. Some I've thought were pretty badass. Probably make a video over what artworks I like and what I haven't really liked so far. So if you guys want to see that, maybe like, comment, subscribe, and I appreciate you guys for watching. We'll see you soon. Peace out.